Generic greetings and welcome back to Prison Architect, where in the previous episode we literally had a prisoner's lower half turn into a bag of rubbish, and they were also using, for whatever reason, the the bags of cement as a pillow. So that happened. We also had the start of the expansion as well. So as you can see, this area is now getting expanded upon, and we'll be following up in this episode as well. Oh, we also managed to fix the aftermath of the hideous fire. So let's just crack on. So what we need to do is start cloning up here, but the problem is that I'm probably going to clone this section first and then the around bit, and to do that we need more money, so let's get some more money. Let's go to grants and get a grant up to about 40 grand. Yeah, 40 grand should probably do us rightly. So let's go over to quick build and to cloning, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to clone probably everything from this corner along. So from there we can clone everything along, and I'll sort of scan it all the way to the left, and then we'll go all the way, we'll go up one and then to the right, and then that will mean we've got pretty much everything in one go. Now normally I wouldn't bother with can I get that bit? Damn it, I can't, but I can get up to there, which is perfectly acceptable. Normally I wouldn't bother with putting this flooring bit in, but I think because of where it's situated, it would be worth it. So let's just work on that principle, and we'll just have enough money to finish this bit. And we might as well do that, because then we know that we've got up to there done. Right, so that was 35 grand well spent, wasn't it? Oh, good grief. Right, so obviously, a lot of workers are going to come, a lot of them trying to fix that. In terms of workers, specifically working in the workshop, we have someone there flashing something, so let me just search prisoner there. When it's on max speed, it's quite difficult to see what they've got in their hands. Anyway, they're shouting about drugs and stamping out license plates, which is not entirely conducive to keeping your fingers when you're using a hydraulic press. But anyway, it could be very dangerous, and they have to deal with it, and apparently it was a bottle of booze, cause operating very, very dangerous and heavy machinery while intoxicated is something that is commonplace, apparently. Yes, I'm going to dump that prisoner uniform, because it's been there for at least a couple of episodes now, and it's really starting to grind that it is sitting there. Let me prioritize that. We do have a fleet of trucks from the. Well, look at that. It's pretty much to the end there. That is a lot of truck. That's a hell of a lot of truck. Indeed. Wow. Yep. And we've also got everything on the right-hand side here. The advantage we have, I guess, is that at least the lights are not getting wasted, which is, you know, good. We do have people being released early from via the parole system. In terms of that, you can see that we've had 106 paroled early with a 4% reoffending rate, which I don't think is too bad at all. I don't know what the official statistics for different countries are about that, of being paroled early and then reoffending, but 4% seems quite good. But maybe it isn't, I don't know. I'm going to lock open this door here, because obviously they do need to be able to build things, and with it not being connected just yet to the automatic door openers, it's probably best that we don't do that. The thing is as well, we're not going to be having this one on the same automatic door opener. In fact, once that facility is made, we will be redoing the automatic doors. We're gonna redo them entirely. So we've currently got 2 phone taps and 1 door control system, and that door control system just controls everything. But we're going to change it. We're going to add another door control system down here, and then have one of them control the administration block / protective custody and the low risk, and then the medium and high risk prisons will have on the other one as well. There is an argument to be made for having them separate, so you have one for each area, and I don't think that's unreasonable to do. So, I don't know. We might go ahead and do that. We've got enough CCTV, I think. Oh no, we need one more CCTV in here. I'll probably move that door control up a little bit. I actually would have thought that we would have had enough room in here, but because of the size of it, then yeah, looks like it isn't big enough. What I'm going to do is start running in the electrical cable following the same path that this one follows. So let's just run it like that. And because I don't know exactly... Oh, I do actually know exactly where they are. I know they're exactly like that. And that'll connect that up there. And we also run it down there. And then that powers... We know it powers all of this, which is good. Excellent. So we need to work out where the hole in this area is going to be. We could quite simply do it like this. And that should be correct. So this has an outer diameter of 26 by 10. And indeed that is correct there. So gap of 2 all the way around. So that is okay. So we could demolish this if we do so dearie me. So, and there's some loud motorbikes going past. Don't you just love that when you've got lots of scramblers driving around at 2:30 in the afternoon? Thank you. I mean, the thing is, I live in an area which makes the Back to the Future 2 alternate reality Hill Valley, where Biff's in charge and stuff. I live in an area where it makes that look very posh. So there you go. Anyway, we have a problem, and that is that the power station has been all kinds of overloaded. So let's go 1, 2, 3, and then hopefully that'll resolverate that. So let's just see what happens there. Still absolutely filthy around here. Look at the state of it. Why is it so dirty? Let me just check the labour. Prison labour is set, so that's an interesting one. Anyway, what we're going to do is go over to deployment and staff only, and we'll set everything to staff only in around here because we don't want anyone coming there. Not that they can, because they can't exit this area, you see. So, yeah. When it comes to eventually trying to escape from this, I really can't imagine what the best way would be. I mean, let's have a quick think about it while they're cracking on with this one. So to escape from here, I mean, what you're going to do... oh, God, there's loads of people in here. And potential CIs, which is why I'm going to just keep recruiting them. I didn't actually check, sadly, this morning about our intake, so we might have some traits that we are missing. Not seeing them. No. Quick scan, I can't see them. Yeah, there we are. As I was saying, yes, there's probably not a great deal of ways to escape from this. Tunneling is the obvious one, because if you're around here, it's along and across, and just look out. And the problem with that is you can only use spoons from this. That is an issue. You can't really blitz out because you can only get to here legally. As soon as you cross there, you're going to get shouted at and told to stop. And then even the best case scenario, you're going to have to go through here and go over 1, 2 fences. So probably the best way to blitz out, to run out would be to build, get 2 ropes, but I don't know if you can get ropes because they're manufactured. Let's just double check to see if the laundry produces them. It does. Ropes are produced, or rather can be gained from the laundry. Okay, that's a thing. Now we know. So maybe that blitz out is the best way. So you just go, get some traits, do a bit of fighting, get some traits like tough and things like that and fearless. And then as soon as this door opens, run, get to here. That's the problem though, getting past that. You're going to have to bash that open, and then 1 rope, 2 rope, and you're out. But that's as it is at the moment. That's not including all of the guards and shotguns that may be here, the armed guards, the dogs. We haven't got sniper towers in yet. We haven't got perimeter wall. We haven't got barbed wire. Currently, it's quite easy. Well, I wouldn't say easy because it's only ever worked once around here. And Ashby's actually been kicking off, but as you can see, they're in a different area. They were around here, I think. That's where their cell was. Anyway, what I'm going to do is, it's currently work/free time. I'm going to go to informants, and I'm going to activate some informants because I think it's about time we did that. Have we got any informants down here that could benefit us? We'll activate those. You see, suspicion does rise, but I want to see if there's any traits we should be aware of. So they're going to be taken... Where are they going to be taken? Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's happening here then? Where are... Take them to security. I'm sorry, hang on. Why are they being escorted to there? That shouldn't happen. That's a glitch. See that? They were escorted there, and now they are getting taken elsewhere. That shouldn't have happened. Anyway, this fella is having a chat. He has noted that there's snitch and ex-law enforcement there that is targeted. You can see all of these are being targeted, which is understandable. We know that the gang members have clubs on them. We've got 1, 2, 3 gang members with clubs on them there. We also have a rope being carried by that person there. So yeah, they are singing like a canary. What we'll do, this fella here, Christopher Cantlow, you can say be in protective custody, and there we go. And I wonder where our other... Oh, here's our other confidential informant. I wonder if they talk to here. No, they're just going to be... I don't know where they're going to be put. Very strange indeed, the happenings here. If they're put into solitary, it's going to be interesting. No, they are going to get escorted to their own bed. Wow. Interesting. Interesting. Anyway... this is not powered up because we haven't yet turned on the generator, so we'll switch it on, and that didn't blow the grid, which is fantastic. What we need to do now is run some more utilities with the very small amount of cash that we have. So the way we've ran them previously is pretty much straight along like so. So we will follow up on that. We also need to run it up to there, because then we run a small pipe along to connect to the laundry, which, you know, currently isn't in existence. This is still set to staff only, which is fine. It's currently eat time as well. We'll just double check that everything is fine in that regard. It is. We haven't really been taking much notice of the needs because the danger level has really been sufficient. In previous builds, if you just take care of the needs, that's it, they wouldn't kick off. But now it's a lot more advanced simulation in different places there. There's Felix Eads, and they're now a confidential informant. Fantastic. Most prisoners going towards their cells. We haven't done a shakedown in, at least 5 seconds, so we're going to have to resolverate that by, well, having a shakedown. Today's beverage is a glass of very cold water, for some reason. Freshly poured from the tap. It's council pop. Right, so everybody is heading back to their own cells. We'll do a shakedown. We haven't done a roll call. A roll call is something we could do. It really does annoy the prisoners, but it is useful. I don't know if it's strictly necessary. What it's good for is seeing who is escaping, or at least who is trying to escape, because if you roll call and they're not standing at the edge there, you can look around and go, well, you know, they're not just having a sleep, they're actually in a tunnel, and it takes time for them to come back. It's a shame that isn't done in. There you go, a couple of ropes there, homemade ropes. Oh, this better not be the one I think it is. It is the one I think it is. Oh, this is all kinds of bad. I'll finish what I was going to say. Yeah, it's a shame that the escape mode isn't expanded upon. So, like, having simulation of the shakedowns and bang ups and roll calls and things like that, it just doesn't happen, sadly. It would be really nice if it did. Anyway, I'm going to stop this shakedown immediately because the doctor. We've been getting reports of sickness from a number of prisoners, and the symptoms seem quite severe. You should consider quarantining the sick and treating them before it spreads too far. So, let's just quickly look. Let's go and have a quick look at informants. We might be able to see them this way, or can we not? It doesn't look like we can. So, we have a total of 4 infected prisoners, and we need to find them. Now, this, in the past, I've lost a couple of prisons to. And it just means that the illness spreads and spreads and spreads until it's pretty much like the plague, and it's really, really horrible. I'm just looking for people that look sick, because if you mouse over, that doesn't work, sadly, no. So you have to manually go through these. So we're just going through every single one, and you'll know if they're sick because the green. Doesn't look like there's anyone there. We don't have line of sight there. Let's just check in the dormitories. No. Ah, bunk beds. We've got bunk beds, so we can't see the ones underneath. Okay. Roll call. Okay. So this is going to really piss them off, but we need to do it. So, let's just see. Status sick. So, we found one. So, the punishment, I think, for them... solitary 24-hour. That's probably the way forward. So, we just need to look now to see if anyone else is sick. So, let's go from this one and work along. It changes the... There's one. There you go. Needs treating. Paul Waterhouse. Sick and calming. Solitary 24-hour. The problem I've experienced, though, when doing this is that the prisoners on the way to quarantine just have no manners at all and just go... and just start coughing on everybody. That person says treated, see that? Even though I've got them as punishment, so anyway, that's interesting. So, does that look fairly okay? I think it does, and then there's two more. It says 4 prisoners, so that should be the 4. Right, so there we go, lockdown on both of these ones, punishment. We definitely need to prioritise those. Not that you can do. End the roll call. People go back to sleep. And these should be taken. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Total infected prisoners is 4. There's your infected prisoners right there. Right, let's get the docs in. And where's the other one? Don't know where. Where's the doctor? Are they on break? They're not on break. Don't know where they are. So staff, scroll at the bottom, and doctors. So one's there, one's there, one's there, one's there. Basically, they're tired. Okay, fine. So one doctor should be able to cure these. But this, in the past, has been a nightmare. Especially if you leave it untreated, it can completely wreck your prison. So there's some treatment going out. There's also some tasers going out by the sound of it. Yeah. There's the treatment for illness. But remember, this is only treated, not cured. So we need to wait for it to pass. Hang on, is that person? That's treated. So everybody there is treated. So that's fine. You can see everybody's really hacked off, and rightly so, I guess. You know, really early in the morning, we're doing a shakedown, you know, banging and clanging and moving things around, and then it got even worse by a couple of people started throwing up, probably from the fish. What did they have? They had the fish. What else what did he have? He had the fish also. And then there you go. But hopefully, with these lockdown 24 hours, it should be alright. So, we're going to go utilities here, and we want to run in some power to this area. Just make sure everything's connected up. We want to run in some water, which has just been done like so. Actually, it hasn't been done like that. It's been done like that because it's a little bit more efficient. No, it's actually exactly... No, it is a little bit more efficient by 2 pipes. So there we are. That kitchen does not need to cook anything, so it's a bit annoying that the cooks are there. So I'm going to manually tell them to go away. You do not need to be there. So there's our prisoner intake. We've got some more turning up, which is good. Cell block E, our grant is to get 500 prisoners. We're currently on 37%. I don't think we'll ever reach that in this prison, but never say never. Again. Or die. And we've also got Carpentry Apprenticeship Program, produce 10 superior beds. We don't have that either. We've got a fearless and quick couple of prisoners here, but nothing else of real note. We do have some potential CIs though, but I'm not going to recruit them. That would be all kinds of bad, because that would then end their it would end their punishment, which means they would head back off. What I'm going to do actually, I'm going to solitary permanent. I know it's a bit harsh, but solitary permanent. Solitary permanent. And good job the staff don't get ill, because otherwise they would be here. Whoa, 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 hang on. End punishment. Where are you going? Oh, this is bad. Where are you going? End punishment. End punishment. Unpause it just a tick. Stop it. Now we've got 6 infected. Punish. Solitary permanent. Solitary permanent. We've got 6 infected because... Our Lindsay. Ah! Our Lindsay. Introversion. Solitary permanent. Because these came in and cleaned up. That's why. Solitary permanent. 7 prisoners. Oh, this is going to spiral out of control. 8. This is bad. This is all kinds of bad. 7. It's going down. 8. It's going back up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's another one. It's... For some reason, it's just not working. Even though I've set it. I've told them... Oh, yeah, 14. That's it. It's out of control now. There's not much I can do about that. Other than just hire more doctors. I'm just going to have to spam doctors on it now. And just try and treat it. Just try and treat it. Darn it. More grant, more better. We're just going to have to spam doctors. There's not much else I can do. The advantage is it's going to be contained in this this prison. But you can see how contagious it is. Look, we managed to get those prisoners out, them 4, straight out, no problem whatsoever. But as soon as one person comes in contact with it, that's it. That's it. It's like a zombie virus or something. Look at them all. 50 odd now. Bang up. That's the only thing I can do. And keep them like that. Well, that's... Oh dear. There's some illness. I think there's some sickness going on. Right, we're going to leave it there. That's a problem. That is a problem. Next episode, we'll see what the end result of that is. And, yeah, we'll continue on with this building up here. The problem with that is it just spreads so fast. Even quarantining the 4 over here was alright. It came to about halfway through and I thought, let's just put them on permanent punishments, because I genuinely thought that it would be cured by then. I thought that if you treat it, it takes a couple of hours and that's it sorted, but it was quite a while. And what I didn't anticipate was the workers coming in to clean this. The only way I could have prevented that would have possibly been access only, because access only, well, as it may imply, says take other routes or prefer other routes around the prison. Well, they have to clean, and they would have been told to clean in here, and then they would come in anyway. Can't set to staff only because that would kick all of them out to anywhere else. There's not much else I could have done, I don't think. Anyway, we'll see what happens next episode with this Total Infected Prisoners 60. As always, hope you have enjoyed the video. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.